the same thing the Michigan State fans have found out from years ago. It needs to stay in it. Indianapolis just gets it. They know how to take every event and turn it into something special. You know what? They treat it like we did the Super Bowl. Remember when the Super Bowl was here? The All-Star game, and it was all out. They do that each and every time.
Can we do that here in Detroit for the Big Ten?
I mean, it's like, because they have all the hotel, like everything is downtown. I'm born and raised in Detroit. We don't have the downtown like that. We're starting to get that downtown back. But everything in Indianapolis is right there, and it's all connected by a mall where you don't even have to go outside.
All the little skywalks, the heated
Skywalks,
skywalks.
walk through the mall, go whatever, and you're only outside. You only need a jacket, just walk across the street. You don't need one. Everybody, if it was up to me, the Big Ten championship in basketball would be in Indy. They just did it. And Michigan fans will understand me when they come back. They go, "Oh, we gotta have it in Detroit." Pull it off. But I don't think it'd be as bad as like when the Big Ten basketball thing's in Chicago. That's the worst.
Or when it's in D.C. or New York.
Yeah, because there's a ton of Big Ten fans in those two cities.
I'm not proposing that. What I would love, Rico, is a 3-city rotation. The indoor football stadiums in the Midwest. One in the west in Minnesota, one in the center in Indy, and one in the east in Detroit.
And I would say,
3-city rotation.
Give me Indy, give me Indianapolis, and give me that team in the middle of Indiana.
And then Naptown, and then, okay. So you don't want it to rotate. You want it to stay in...
It's a destination place. I think it's something that, let's face it, David, you've been wanting to get to Indy. That's the destination. It's centrally located pretty much for everybody except for workers. Let's be honest. Never done.
Sorry, Maryland.
But it's right there, man, between restaurants, shopping, everything. And just do it right. You walk down the street, everybody knows what's going on that day. In Chicago, like, what are you guys out here for? Big Ten basketball. Oh, where's that at? I have no idea. They don't care. Indiana cares. Indianapolis.
See, I think people here care. With 2 football programs in Michigan State, we care about Big Ten football.
Here's the thing. Right here, right now. Indiana and Purdue are not in this game. Indiana was party. Michigan and Iowa. We've never seen before. Can you get the same from Detroit if it's Nebraska taking on Penn State? Detroiters don't care because your team's not in it.
Makes a good point.
Michigan ain't in it. Michigan State ain't in it. The hell with the rest of these people.
Could we do a good job hosting the Big Ten? Could we do a great job? Because by all accounts, Indianapolis does a great job in this Big Ten title.
No, it's up to the team. That's like Michigan and Indiana. Fans will come back and say, Iowa. Iowa will come back and say, you know what? This was even better than it was in 2015, or they can compare it to when they were there in 20. Michigan fans are going to come back and be like, man, they did a great job. I had so much fun. And neither one of those teams are local. Like Indiana and Purdue have never gone.
They never will.
But you couldn't tell because they roll out the red carpet and go blue, go Hawkeyes. Hey, let's get this thing going. You having fun, guys? Great.
I think it can work here. I think if you do exactly what you did when the Super Bowl was here, and you embrace everything and you designate your committee to make it a Nebraska town, or Michigan State wouldn't have to be done.
You have them hang out in District Detroit.
But if you do it like you did the Super Bowl and have every
Yeah, see, the Super Bowl got help. Why did it get help when it was here in Detroit, David? Why did it get help? Who was on the Steelers? Oh, Jerome Bettis. There was a lot of Seahawks fans here. Seahawks fans. Every fans here. Notice. There were places that were Seahawks only. But it did help that Bettis was here. Yes. If you're going to do this, then I guess they were trying to build up District Detroit the next year. I mean, we're going to set up our tailgate that empty lot because there's a lot of them. No,
No, it's not
Come
important to have
on.
things.
Why can't we have nice things?
Like, I just want my city to have these events. The All-Star game, the All-Star. I want to have another Super Bowl.
David, you remember when they upgraded the Wi-Fi at Ford Field? It was like, hey, we want to have big events. We want to have these games, these moments.
If they're doing the rotation
Untitled game in Detroit. There's an effort right now to put Detroit in the mix for this game. And Rico, you've said it. They do such a good job there. They show up and show out no matter which teams are there. They have the infrastructure, the hotels, the walkways. And Michigan fans, they come out of this weekend agreeing with you if they don't already.
Yeah, I mean, like the entire downtown area, man. It's maybe in a few years, Detroit will be able to compete with that. But it's not there right now. And yeah, I mean, I don't see it as something that they should do. Indy's a destination. Indy is something that everybody talks about every year. Michigan fans have been dying to get to Indy. Lord knows I made my jokes. Hey, you never made it to Indy. You made it to Indy now. It means something. Rotate it. And here's the thing.
Because it sounds good on paper. I said Minneapolis, Indy, and Detroit.
For
1, 2, 3.
For most, like, Indy is drivable. It's the middle. Right here, right now, you and David could leave right after the show, make it down to Indianapolis in 3.5, 4.
Take the Stony route, maybe 8 to 10.
Stay in the left 3
Take
lanes.
Minneapolis, now you're looking at a 9-hour drive. Now it's like, man, I want to go. 8, 9 hours. Man, that's a long way to go. It's perfect where it's at. Just as is. And take away the basketball tournament from Madison Square Garden, from DC, and from Chicago, and leave it right there in Indianapolis as well.
We go to Joe and Novi. Joe, you're on 97.1.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm doing a call about Michigan expectations, and I believe that
In 2 miles, take exit 10 onto M10 and Northwest Highway toward US 24.
That's the greatest defensive one. If Michigan loses trials, and I think this is 50% of people they can do. I am with you until one of my own Big Ten. But Big Ten, Michigan State, Ohio State. Oh, you guys don't get it. You guys don't get how many Big Ten titles you guys have. And I'm going to hear that, and although the Ohio State wins super great, I'm not going to get that this entire off.
Because Joe, it'll turn into a yeah, but, right? That's what it'll turn into.
You beat Ohio State, fuck you, Joe. If we make it to the playoffs, I'd be happy for the Michigan State and they won't take it first. What points there between Paul? Sorry, you can't do it. At least it's 4 points. But that's pretty nice. So I'd be happy to make it for 3 points. But
Get a field goal on the first try.
Yeah, Joe, are you just, you know what? And that's the beauty of a rivalry, I guess. Hey, 3-0. Put that one up on the man cave.
Playoff scoreboard.
I guess I didn't even think
Use the
about
right 2
that.
lanes
Yeah,
to take exit 10 onto M10 and Northwest Highway toward US 24.
Kevin and Flushing, you're on 97.
Take the exit, then keep left to merge onto M10 toward US 24. Keep left to merge onto M10 toward US 24. In 2.9 miles, turn right onto Inkster Road.
I mean, he's seen it, man. You have to be there. And I think come Monday or Sunday, I'm going to have a bunch of people from Ann Arbor or Michigan fans who go, you know what? You're right. I thought I wanted it in Detroit, but I don't think Detroit has the infrastructure to duplicate what Indianapolis has.
So Rico's not going to get any calls that are favorable from the Chamber of Commerce.
They're not calling me those tiny lobsters.
Mitch, you're on 97.1.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, good.
I went to the Rose Bowl.
Stay in the right 3 lanes.
And I thought it was super cool. My dad took me when I was younger, but I I think Detroit's been built up a lot too, and I think it would be cool. I don't know if it was. I mean, I think there's a lot of football fans just as well, not just here in Detroit. So
No, it's not necessarily going to the game. It's the atmosphere surrounding the game.
It's the Friday night before,
Right.
Thursday before.
It's bars. It's people walking the streets. It's a festival that I don't know if we can replicate that here.
right, I've never been to EC, so I couldn't much on that. But Go Blue, I hope they take it tomorrow next playoffs.
I think you got to be there. I think this is going to sound like, oh my God, how can he say he's from Detroit? I can admit, you know what? Sometimes city's just better than you with certain things. That's okay.
No way. Can't
That's
say
okay.
it. Can't say it.
That's okay. Well, I can just see it now.
Stay in the left 3
Brian
lanes.
Kelly, I'm going to hang out at that Belle Island.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Driving down
pretty much.
Carlivix. Gradiot Street.
There it is.
I'm on Gradiot Street. Where is that? I don't know, but it's Gradiot. Gradiot.
We're having too much fun. Fridays are about
At the
to
next
fix.
light,
It's coming
turn
up
right.
next. It's 97.1.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, a fuel spill cleanup is underway. 94 eastbound at Metro Parkway. The 2 left lanes are blocked. The eastbound 94 entrance ramps from Shook Road and eastbound
At the
Metro
light,
Parkway are
turn
currently
right
closed.
onto Inkster
You can
Road.
use Gratiot Avenue instead. Also prepare for slowdowns on 75 northbound from the Rouge River Bridge to Clark Street. 94 eastbound from 75 to Gratiot Avenue in Detroit. There's that left lane closure. Delays continue as well. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
In 1.4 miles, turn left onto West 14 Mile Road.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here with the Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Week 13, Sunday Night Football. Kansas City at 9.5-point home favorite against Denver. Total 47. Kansas City coming off the bye. Their head coach famously awesome coming off the bye, and I really like Kansas City in this game. Not just for that reason, also because I think their offense is going to score a lot of points, and Denver's starting quarterback is definitely not healthy, despite the fact that Denver beat Los Angeles last week in impressive fashion. So as long as the number is under 10, 9.5 or lower, I'm going to take KC. No interest at 10 or better, but 9.5 or lower, we're going to lay it with KC Sunday night against Denver. That's it for this Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Check out the latest lines today at BetRivers.com. I'm Nick Costos. Keep it locked here for more throughout the day. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
Whether you run your local bookstore or the neighborhood boutique that everyone loves, small businesses like yours make gift giving possible. Now, Comcast Business has a gift for you. Introducing the Gift of Savings sale. For a limited time, ask how to get our best deal of the year on a gig bundle. You can get a $650 prepaid card when you switch to Comcast Business, the network that can deliver gig speeds to
At
the
the
most
next stop
businesses.
sign,
That's
turn left.
$650 to spend on whatever your business needs. You can even reward your team for another big year. Or if you want another way to save, you can also get started with internet and voice for $35 each a month when you buy both with a 2-year price guarantee. So give your business the gift of savings today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Offer ends 1/2/22. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and one voice mobility customers only. Early termination fee applies. Requires EcoBill and autopay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to
At the
change.
stop
Call or go
sign,
online for
turn
details.
left onto
Hi, I'm
West
David All
14
from All
Mile Road.
Financial. One
Then turn
mortgage
right
myth
onto
that we
Inkster
hear
Road.
all the time is having to choose between a 15 or a 30-year fixed-term mortgage. At Hall Financial, we offer the modern mortgage to create a flexible term that fits your unique financial situation. Our team of mortgage experts are available right now for a free 5-minute mortgage review. At 866-CALL-HALL,
At
you
the
can
light,
chat with us.
turn right onto Inkster Road.
CallHallFirst.com.
All Financial, NMLS ID 1467435. Equal housing
counseling, restrictions may apply. Price and cost for coverage may vary. Call Protect My Car for details. Look, money's tight for everyone right now. It's been a tough year, and you sure don't need to get hit with a big unexpected
In
bill.
1.9 miles, arrive at Inkster
How are you
Road.
paying the bill? If it's your transmission, that's over $3,000. Your engine, up to $6,000. Even minor repairs like your air conditioning can hit your wallet hard. Here's the good news. If you have a car, truck, or SUV that's $19.99 or newer, you can stop paying for repairs right now. That's right. With Protect My Car, when your car breaks down, we pay your repair bill for you. Just dial 800-279-2827 on your mobile phone now to get started. Protect My Car pays for repairs to your engine, transmission, air conditioning, suspension, and so much more. Dial 800-279-2827 and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Dial 800-279-2827 on your mobile phone right now and get free roadside assistance, free towing, free car rental, and free oil changes. Dial 800-279-2827 and never pay for car repairs again. Dial 800-279-2827.
Are you wasting money on a timeshare you rarely use? Cancel it with Titan Exit Group. Get a free consultation and see how they can stop the never-ending maintenance fees and mortgage payments. In fact, if your timeshare contract is not terminated, you owe nothing, so you have nothing to lose. But those monthly fees. Get legally released from your timeshare. 100% guaranteed. Call now for your free consultation at 800-200-0894. 800-200-0894.
Dell Technologies' biggest business sale of the year has arrived. Step up your vision with Top Tech up to 50% off during their Cyber Monday event. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Plus, get incredible savings on Windows 11 PCs, along with servers, monitors, and docks, all with free shipping. There's also special financing with Dell Business Credit. Get started by contacting your Dell Technologies advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
The Detroit Red Wings host the New York Islanders. Breaking tomorrow at 6:45 on 97.1 The Ticket.
All right, ahead of one of the great days in sports, Championship Saturday in college football. I'll do a few NFL games, why the hell not? Let's make some picks.
Good afternoon. First half looks decent. My name's on the radio show. Yours isn't.
You blew it! I'm usually pretty right about stuff. They look awful.
Brought to you by Tito's Handmade Vodka.
Now, what's going on here? Mike's leading the picks so far. Kenny, couple games back, but there's some protest going on here.
Yeah, I've been gone for 2 weeks. They slapped me with an 0-10. Somebody else has been picking for me.
Kenny, you went on a 3-week sabbatical.
And still I'm in second place.
Is that what we're calling vendors these days? Sabbaticals?
I'm still in second place. You all are both.
You know what? You're right. I went total opposite and did even worse. I should have just picked the picks. I'm like, I can't trust myself, so no matter what I'm picking, take the opposite.
All right, before we get into these, David, I got a bone to pick with you. We just spent all this time talking about Detroit getting the championship game. The MAC title is this weekend, and we're not picking it.
Oh, that's happening? I had no idea that was happening. I'm not going downtown like Rico says because it's not my team, so.
First matchup, it's number
Central Michigan?
Western Michigan is not Western, so who cares?
NIU Kent State, go Golden Flashes. There you go. We begin in the American Conference. Number 21 Houston against number 4 Cincinnati. The Bearcats minus 10.5. And if you need to know what kind of rinky-dink conference this is, Cincinnati's hosting this game. There's no neutral site in the American Conference. Rico, what are you doing?
Hold these Wheaties in your hand.
I kind of like that. I like the fact that the top team gets an extra home game. You get an advantage. You know what? Don't listen to me. But I think Cincinnati is going to try to pour it on because they want to make sure they get their place at the table and it stays there. That's the only thing they can do. I mean, Houston's ranked, but if you want a spot, you can't win this game by a field goal. Cincinnati, big.
Houston's won 11 straight over to Kenny Cobb.
He's an idiot.
Rico, you are a smart man. That was my exact reasoning. Cincy absolutely needs this to be a convincing win. Cincy will cover, no problem.
David?
Whatever, nerd.
They're preparing to play Michigan next, so Cincy's going to look ahead. No, they're not going to look ahead. Cincy is going to they're going to kill Houston. Okay, Houston has no shot in this game. I would love for the game to be at the Bengal Stadium to be a neutral site, but it's not. Whatever. Who cares?
78% of the bets think it's going to be close. I'm I'm with the rest of you. It's not going to be close. This is a matchup for Cincinnati to roll up on Houston, who struggled with East Carolina and SMU. Cincy's going to show they're a cut above their conference. We go to the Pac-12 title game, which is tonight in Las Vegas. Number 10, Oregon, trying to avenge their ugly loss against number 17, Utah. Spread is Utah minus 2.5 over to Rico.
I can hit that. You know what? I had to change my pick. I had Oregon because it's hard to beat a team twice. But in lieu of all of the things that now coming out saying Miami's going after Mario Cristobal, they want him to be the next coach of Miami. Now he's got to meet with his team. He's got his agent working on give me the use.
Over to Kenny Cott.
I'd never touch this game, but I hate that Utah is the favorite, so I'm just going to go take the Ducks.
Well, see, I'm with you, Rico. I'm with you. It is hard to beat a team twice. I am not going to change my pick. I don't care what's going on with Mario Cristobal. I'm still going to choose Oregon in this game.
Color is fine.
Smart man.
Oh, Rico.
Okay, then. Yeah, I like Oregon as well. It's hard to recreate the magic of Salt Lake City at night when Utah won big. Oregon, if there's any pride at all in that football team, they'll come back and not just the points, but win the game outright. Saturday at noon, Baylor, Oklahoma State, top 10 matchup. Cowboys minus 5.5 at Jerry World. Over to Rico.
I'll say Texas. I'm going to go with the Fighting Pistol Petes. I think they will be able to cover this thing. They're on a roll. They're just beating people. They knocked off their big-time opponent in Oklahoma. I think they show up. I think they beat Baylor.
Kenny?
I'm going to go number 2. I am going to agree with you, Rico. Oklahoma State in a similar position as Cincy, where they just need to win in convincing fashion. I think they'll do just that. Give me the Cowboys.
I mean, this is the battle for that 4th seed.
This is.
4th spot.
It's a big deal, David.
This is a big deal. Okie State needs to, I'm not sure if just winning is enough to get to the 4th spot. So I think they have to prove something. I'm going Okie State. They will prove.
See, I think if they win, they're in. I think the committee would love to kick Cincinnati out.
Even if it's a small victory.
Even if it's 1 point. Because they're going to say, hey, they keep winning top 10 games. Cincinnati doesn't. Screw you, Cincy. Oklahoma State's in. And I think they're going to win this game by more than the 5.5 points. Their defense is tremendous. They won by 10 in the first meeting. And that game, their QB threw 3 interceptions. You can win double digits that way. You're going to be just fine. Oh, boy, this would be a good one. Look at Kenny Cott over there. Yelling, hooting, hollering. Georgia, Bama, SEC title in Atlanta, 4 o'clock Saturday. Georgia, a 6.5-point favorite. Bama hasn't been a dog in 92 straight games. The last 2 times they were a dog, they won in blowout fashion. 1 in the SEC title against Georgia. I'm just going to keep building that up, Kenny, but we start with Rico Beard.
Still trying to work on securing the box. Kenny, I worry about the mental capacity of your head coach, Kirby Smart. He could beat any team in this nation, but there is one team that is so far in his head, he becomes Adrian Martinez.
Didn't we say that about Jim Harbaugh and OSU?
Oh, we did.
Interesting.
We did. But I'm going to say, go Bama, roll Tide.
Go crazy! No.
Over to Kenny.
This is the year, boys. We're knocking Bama out of the playoff picture and winning the Natty. Orbitals, ramming, speed. Go Dogs!
Kenny, secretly, I think you guys win. Because what did I say before? It's hard to beat a team twice. The second time you play them, win. So if you gotta lose this one. Really about this game.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Now, David, I understand there's some sort of pact going on behind the glass.
Yeah, the man to the right of me just disappointed me because he just said he's worried about the game. I'm going to be on his side, but I'm not worried about the game.
You don't get to take the high road, David, because I remember you last week. You don't get to do that to Kenny, because that was you last week.
All right.
No.
To be fair, you're right. But I am not worried about this game for him. I am going to pick Georgia. Georgia all day.
You go, my brother.
This
Absolutely not. Bama, money line. I've been waiting months to bet this game. Everything points to an Alabama win. 80% of the bet's on Georgia, but the line won't go over a touchdown. Vegas says it's close. I take Saban in a close game. I take Bryce Young over Stetson Bennett. I'll take the better pass rush. I'll take the Crimson Tide. Roll Tide! Roll damn Tide! Screw you, Kenny. Final game in the college football landscape. Michigan, Iowa. Big Ten title game. Spread is 11. Michigan minus 11. Rico Beard.
My name's Rico. Would you like to go to bed immediately?
As I said before, I think Michigan wins this game. I think Michigan's going to be the Big Ten champion. But Big Ten title games have been historically closer than what people would think. I think Michigan wins, but I don't think they cover. Give me Iowa.
Kenny Cott.
You're right, David and I do have the pact. We root for each other until we meet in the playoff. So go blue.
David
guess what I'm doing in this
Circus
game?
in town?
Yes, I said we, people. We are in the Big Ten title game for the first time ever. We are going to win the Big Ten title. Blow Iowa to shreds. Go Blue.
Yeah, man. All righty. Where's this guy been? David. Confident? Oh, boy.
Yes, sir.
Here comes your tag team partner, your fellow Wolverine.
Oh, you guys have been playing this game for too long.
Go ahead, Jimmy. It's okay. And Sheila, it's all right. It's all right. Go ahead.
It's all right.
Go ahead, say it.
I'm taking the Wolverines in this game, minus the 11. Iowa doesn't beat good teams. You got a good team in Ann Arbor. They are going to roll this one the same way Wisconsin rolled the Hawkeyes. You happy, Rico? Is that what you wanted?
Just be you, man.
Listen,
Just be you.
anybody who's not a Michigan State fan is a Michigan fan.
Just be you.
I get called a Spartan all year on the Michigan post-game shows. Finally give them love after they beat Ohio
Who
State.
calls you a Spartan?
You want the ticket techs all full on Saturdays? How dare I badmouth the Wolverines? All right, we go to the NFL. David,
You're
these
number
games...
1, too, David.
David, these games stink. Why are we picking these?
Because we have to.
Chargers, Bengals minus 3. Rico.
Chargers.
Kenny.
Cincy. Chargers.
Bengals. Washington football team in Vegas against the Raiders, who are minus 1. Rico.
Give me the what the blanks. Give me Washington football team.
I'm also going to take the what the blanks.
I'll go with the what the blanks.
Am I missing something here?
Look at the WFT, WTF.
Okay. I'll take the Raiders. 49ers and Seahawks. I don't know what to make of this game. San Fran minus 3 on the road. Rico.
San Francisco actually plays better on the road than they have at home. And, yeah, give me the Niners.
Yeah, Seattle's broken. Give me the Niners.
You know what? I really wanted to go with the Seahawks here, but they suck. So I'm going with the 49ers.
Everybody wants you to think the Seahawks are dead. 75% of the money on San Francisco. Home team getting the field goal. I'll take Seattle. Patriots, Bills, Monday night. Game of the week. This one's good, David. You did well. Bills minus 2.5. Rico.
You know what? Give me the Fighting Mac-10s. I got the Patriots.
Kenny.
That's right. The Patriots have covered 6 straight spreads. I'm also going to go with the Fighting Mac-10s.
I understand what the Patriots look like, but I'm sorry. I have to go with the Bills here. They'll recover and win on Monday night.
It feels too obvious. Bills minus 2.5 at home. On principle, I'll take the Patriots. We wrap with the Lions hosting the Vikings. Line is 7.5 points. Rico, what creative way will Dan Campbell butcher this game?
And that's why I'm actually going to take the Lions. Not to win, but the Lions, they beat the spread. Yeah, I don't think the Vikings will cover, Vikings have played close games all throughout the season. I don't see how this will be any different. We'll have something great to talk about on Monday. Give me the Lions and the points.
Over to Kenny Cott.
Rico, I'm 100% with you. Also, Minnesota as a favorite doesn't cover spreads often. The Lions at home, you get the 7.5. Give me the Lions.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. They haven't given up, more than 16 points all month. So I'm going with the Lions here.
Let's slow down with that. They played 2 backup quarterbacks and injured Baker Mayfield.
No Cook this game. Maybe that hurts Cousins.
It's truly unbelievable that Dan Campbell can create not 1, but 2 to 3 head-scratching moments in every single game, especially now that he's calling plays. Remarkable. But you got to be in a close game to have one of those moments. Lions plus 7.5. Those are the picks. It's 97-1.
One thing we can all agree is Vegas is a hell of a lot of fun. The D Las Vegas, everything you need, the long bar, the sports book, the steakhouse. But here's the key, you don't have to get hung up on if you're not staying downtown. You can be staying on the Strip. Just come down and have a hell of a good time. I mean, between the Strip and downtown, you got the Brewery District. Nevada Brewworks is out there. What else is out there? Good Pie. You can make a real nice afternoon or evening, getting the hell off the Strip and going and having a good time. You get downtown, all kinds of great restaurants down there. It's different now. So check it out. I don't know what else to tell you. D.com, you want to book your stay. And if you're going out and staying on the Strip, carve out a little trip. Get off the Strip here. Do a day away. And just, get the hell out of there for a minute. Check out the D and have a hell of a good time. It's the D.com to book your stay today. The D Las Vegas, your home for sports in Vegas.
This Odyssey.com Sports Minute is brought to you by North Bloomfield Properties.
This is Jim Rome with an Odyssey Sports Minute sponsored by Pepto-Bismol, making upset stomachs happy for over 100 years. Like the rest of you, I am still in a state of shock that Brian Kelly showed up in the state of Louisiana to address the LSU faithful with a Southern accent. I've spoken to Brian Kelly for years on my radio program, my TV shows. He never sounded like that before. I'm Jim Rome.
My stomach.
Don't worry, I've got you covered.
When you have nausea, hyper, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
What's that?
It's Pepto-Bismol chews.
Pepto-Bismol's in a chew?
Yeah, they taste great and provide fast relief. And you can always have Pepto-Bismol handy.
Ooh, let me try it.
Try Pepto-Bismol chews for fast relief.
Nausea, hyper, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Hey, that's cool.
Word of mouth has Dante's dental clinic thriving.
17 new patients? Nice. Is this next month's calendar?
But he needs another dentist to give his schedule a good cleaning.
This week? You're kidding. Oh, you're not?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instabet instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
What can give you a competitive edge in today's red-hot housing market? Rocket can. That's because Rocket Mortgage can give you a verified approval. It could help your offer stand out. Rocket Technology provides a rock-solid verification of your income, assets, and credit, giving sellers greater confidence in you. Go to rocketmortgage.com or call us today at 8338-ROCKET.
A verified approval is based on an underwriter's analysis of your individual financial information appraisal and capital report. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states and NMLS-ConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
The NFL is heading into the home stretch, and they're giving us a big Week 13 divisional matchup between the Pats and the Bills. FanDuel Sportsbook is about to make it even bigger because FanDuel is giving new customers 30-1 odds on either team to win. That means you can win $150 on a simple $5 bet. Pats, Bills, your choice. You can also put together a same-game parlay. It's a lot of fun. Just look for the SGP icon and build your own. FanDuel is sports betting made simple, and they're always hooking you up with great offers. It's the #1 rated sportsbook app in America. It's easy to use, safe and secure, and when you win, you're going to get paid in as little as 2 hours. See for yourself why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. You can find these only exclusively on the FanDuel Sportsbook app.
FanDuel Sportsbook is the official partner of 97.1 The Ticket. Must be 21 or over in present Michigan. New users only. $10 first deposit required. Must wager in designated offer market. Max bonus of $150. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
Hi, I'm Doug Mans with Mans Lumber in Millwork. This is the time many people start making plans to upgrade their kitchens and baths for next year. Visit any of our showrooms and let our professional designers help you get inspired. Before you know it, you'll be enjoying the kitchen or bath that you've been dreaming about.
97.1 The Ticket and the Bet 1270. Your homes for the NFL on Westwood One. The Kansas City Chiefs host the Denver Broncos. Sunday Night Football. Pre-game at 7:30 on the Bet 1270. Detroit.
97.1 Football Friday, the Football Friday. I had a championship Saturday. Jim Costa in for Mike Valletti. We got Rico hanging out. TJ Lang coming up at 4 o'clock. Who said it? We check in with Derek Stevens. D Las Vegas. Derek, we're looking at some of these lines. How are you doing today?
Great to talk to you guys. How you doing?
Good, Derek. Let's just jump straight into it. The Big Ten championship game, Michigan, man, they started off at double digits, and it hasn't moved, hasn't come down. Is it just pretty much taken for granted Michigan's going to win that thing by 11 or more points?
Well, we opened it at 11, and you're right, it has not moved. We opened the total at 41.5, moved up to 43.5. And right now, it's been all pretty good action.
Pretty soon, they stop the wow gas. You got it. Alright. Bye. Alright, what was she saying about? She said she's going to the garage. So that when we get there, just hop in the car and jump into the garage. Cool. Yeah.
The Tigers are down to 40-1. I haven't seen the Tigers at 40-1 in probably 7 years. So definitely a little interest in the Tigers coming up this year. And the one other team that is kind of sneaking up on everybody, but I'm starting to hear some whispers about this out in Vegas, is what's going on with the Red Wings. 12-9 team. They play Islanders twice in the next 6 games. If the playoffs were to start now, they're right there. But this Red Wing team is pretty interesting.
What can you get if you want to bet on them to make the playoffs?
The way we got it is, for example, to win the conference, they're at 110-1. Obviously, to win the conference is one thing, but generally what happens is you bet that and then you hedge your way out if they make the playoffs. We're not hanging on will a team make the playoffs at this point. But we are putting our conference out there in Stanley Cup. So wings are 110 on the conference and 250 on the cup.
Derek, when you started mentioning futures, I started thinking about Michigan and the path ahead for them. They've got Iowa this week. If they win, it's a playoff spot. If they have a favorable matchup, you could very easily see themselves in the national title. Has there been any action on Michigan and the odds to win the national title now that they finally beat Ohio State?
Yeah, I mean, just think about this. It was only a couple of weeks ago that Michigan was about 65-1. I mean, that's come down now quite a bit. But obviously, the win against Ohio State is what made the move, and it gets them into the BCS. It looks like if they win the Big Ten championship tomorrow, they're in the BCS. If they don't, there's still about a 50% chance they're in these 4 teams. So you're not going to get Michigan much more than 7-1 at this point.
So the value pick is if you're going to take Michigan, you're late to the party, you better get it before the game starts.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think the number's going to change that much, even if Michigan wins this weekend, because it's really going to be dependent upon on how good does Georgia look and how do some of the other teams match up, in the whole deal. Hey, one thing I want to tell you, the temperatures out in Vegas and how it impacts the Big Ten championship game. At Stadium it's Slim, we're going to be sold out tomorrow. Water temperature is going to be 98 degrees. Beer's going to be 35 degrees, and we're going to be selling out. And what a great place to watch Michigan, Iowa. So we're pretty fired up about it out here in the desert.
Now that sounds like a pretty good deal. Talking with Derek Stevens. Hey, Derek, one last thing for me. The game that I'm really intrigued about is Alabama and Georgia. And I guess any other year, Bama would be favored, but they have not looked the same. Georgia's hanging around about a touchdown favorite in this game. Have you seen any movement?
We absolutely, we opened up Georgia at a 4, and that went up to 6 as of a few days ago. Now it's 6.5. So it's been Georgia money. This is a very, very rare occurrence where at this point the house is going to need Alabama. I don't know what's going to take to get some Alabama buyback, but so far it's been all Georgia since the line was posted last week.
Do you have a favorite bet this week or an area where people should be zooming in on for conference championship weekend here?
Well, I do think Michigan, the way they play, it's going to be a little bit of a lower total. I like laying the number with Michigan this weekend. I think that's pretty strong. And if you have to take a look at the game tonight, a lot of people really, really like Utah tonight. They're not seeding as high, but they're a 3-point favorite. So Utah seems to be getting a lot of the sharp action out here in Vegas.
He's Derek Stevens. We check in every Friday with him. Appreciate it, Derek.